Mississippi is the reason the United States became a superpower, and it isn't even a close competition. While most nations are forced to spend centuries and trillions of dollars building artificial infrastructure to connect their people, the U.S. was essentially handed a $50 trillion gift by nature. The Mississippi River Basin is the largest interconnected network of navigable waterways on the planet, stretching over 12,000 miles. To put that in perspective, that is more internal shipping capacity than the rest of the world's rivers combined. It is a natural conveyor belt for wealth that moves 500 million tons of cargo every year, and it does so at a fraction of the cost of any other transport method. Moving a ton of grain by barge is roughly 10 times cheaper than rail and 45 times cheaper than trucking. In the brutal world of global economics, that isn't just an advantage, it is a geographic cheat code. The true genius of this weapon lies in its sheer scale. The basin drains 41% of the contiguous United States, covering 1.2 million square miles across 31 states and 2 Canadian provinces. This isn't just a single line on a map. It is an industrial circulatory system, because the river and its tributaries, like the Ohio, the Missouri, the Arkansas, and the Red River, reach so deep into the American heartland, they connect the world's most fertile agricultural land directly to the global ocean. This allows a farmer in Iowa to grow corn and have it on a ship headed to Tokyo more cheaply than a farmer in central China can get their crop to a coastal city. This massive transportation subsidy provided by nature is why the US was able to industrialize at a speed that terrified the old empires of Europe. But the Mississippi isn't just a highway, it is a fortress. Throughout history, the greatest threat to a rising power is the cost of defending its borders. Because the Mississippi provides a massive, unified internal market, the US was able to accumulate wealth without having to worry about internal geographic barriers, like the mountains that divide Europe or the deserts that isolate China. It allowed for the creation of a massive, singular identity and economy. Even today, the port of South Louisiana, which sits at the mouth of the system, is the largest tonnage port in the Western Hemisphere. It handles over 60% of all U.S. grain exports and serves as the gateway for the energy that keeps the country running. If the Mississippi were to suddenly dry up or become unnavigable, the American economy wouldn't just slow down, it would fundamentally collapse, and the global food supply would follow it into the abyss. However, the river is also a volatile beast that requires a literal army to manage. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has been in a 100-year-long war with the river to keep it from changing its course. You see, the Mississippi is naturally lazy. It wants to take the steepest, shortest path to the Gulf. Left to its own devices, it would have jumped its banks decades ago to flow down the Atchafalaya River. This move would bypass New Orleans and Baton Rouge entirely, turning the billion-dollar petrochemical corridor into a stagnant swamp overnight. To prevent this, the U.S. maintains the old river control structure, a massive set of floodgates that manually dictates where the water goes. It's a classic human move, just to make sure it doesn't decide to relocate to a different zip code even after spending billions of dollars. But the stakes go even higher than just transportation. We are talking about the Midwest's ocean. The river system sits atop the Ogallala Aquifer and provides the water necessary for the American breadbasket to feed nearly 1 billion people worldwide. When you look at the numbers, they are staggering. The Mississippi moves more water than the next 5 largest U.S. rivers combined. Every second, 600,000 cubic feet of water pours into the Gulf. This isn't just hydration, it's thermal energy, industrial cooling, and the literal lifeblood of the global supply chain. As we move further into the 21st century, the Mississippi's importance is only growing. While other superpowers like China and Russia are spending trillions on the Belt and Road or Arctic shipping lanes to create new trade routes from scratch, the U.S. is sitting on a finished product that has been operational for thousands of years. In an era of rising fuel costs and supply chain fragility, the ability to move massive amounts of bulk goods using nothing but gravity and water is the ultimate economic insurance policy. The Mississippi River isn't just a body of water. It is the physical foundation of American hegemony. It is the reason the U.S. can project power abroad because it doesn't have to fight for its survival at home. Yet, this entire system relies on one terrifying assumption: that we can keep the river under our thumb forever. As sea levels rise and the river continues to push against our concrete barriers, we are forced to ask, are we actually in control, or are we just living on borrowed time? If the Mississippi eventually wins its war against the Army Corps of Engineers and decides to change its path, the American superpower status could vanish as quickly as the water in a drained tub. Does a nation really own its destiny, or is it just a tenet of its own geography? Let us know in the comments. Do you think the U.S. can keep the Mississippi tamed for another century? Or is nature's greatest weapon eventually going to turn on its owner? If this deep dive into America's secret geographic weapon gave you a fresh perspective on the map, hit that subscribe button to join us for the next one.